Morning. Great. Thank you for being late. I needed to take Mitch to the school because she needed to deliver a project, and so I drove the SUV instead of the car of my brother for the space, and that's why I'm here.
Okay.
Sorry, teacher.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. How is Mitch doing? Is she doing okay at school? Is she happy?
Yeah, she's great. The She likes the school and she likes the classes. I, I think that at the beginning she wasn't so convinced that she wanted to study that, but now she looks good. I hope so.
She joined college, right? She's in university now.
Yeah, uh, I think she's in. Mamá, Michelle, ¿en qué semestre está? ¿Es cuarto o sexto? Michelle. Quinto. Mitch is in fifth semester.
Fifth semester now of the university. Wow. So
Yeah.
she's made a lot of progress. Yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
Yeah, she had already been in college when she was with us. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Well, it's
How
amazing the
about you?
pace of life, right? Yeah, I'm great. Thank you, Mickey. Thank you. Wonderful
That's right.
weekend.
Do
We
you
went
did?
to
Okay. Uh huh.
we went to Guanajuato the other day. We wanted to buy some tickets for a concert of a great pianist, which actually is one of the best pianists in Mexico. His name is Osorio. But apparently, they had some kind of disorganization in the university because I couldn't find the tickets there. They said they're going to have in Teatro Juarez, and they didn't. They said, well, there is another place where they sell them. It's next to the Plaza de la Paz, and it wasn't open either. So, well, it's a mess with the tickets for some reason because normally they're very organized. But this time, I couldn't buy the tickets, so I'm gonna go again maybe today.
Today there's another concert.
No, the concert is on Wednesday, and it's Wednesday. But I went on the weekend to try to find the tickets to purchase the tickets at Teatro Juarez, but they didn't have the cashier wasn't there. They said it was in another street in Plaza de la Paz, and I went there and it was closed.
What is the
So
name of the pianist? Let me
Jorge
look it.
Jorge Federico Osorio. Jorge Federico Osorio is a great pianist, maybe the best one that Mexico has had in the last decades. He's been playing with the international orchestras, the Orchestra of Israel. He was part of the London Symphonic Orchestra, and I
Oh,
mean, great
um,
pianist, Osorio. And the concert is in November 15th,
yeah, I found it here. Here says that the concert is in November 15 at 8 p.m.
8 p.m. Yes,
at Teatro Juarez, and the price is of 120 pesos. Oh, it is not too expensive.
at all. No, no, it is not.
And the tickets are selling in the theater, right?
Right, but the thing is that when I went there, it wasn't there. They said to me, "Yeah, but the ticket booth is in the next street next to Plaza de la Paz." And I went, it's the Maison del Conde Rule, and it was
Mm-hmm.
closed. So I was a bit disappointed because I wanted to really purchase them, and it
It
was
looks
closed.
like the theater opens on Thursday from 9 to 4. I think that is the only time that you can buy it, or on Wednesday from 10 to 1:45, and then 5 to 7:45.
Yeah, and down to Sunday too, right? So
Uh-huh.
I went on Sunday. I went on Sunday. I went on Saturday. I went on Saturday and it was closed. It was supposed to be open and it wasn't because they say they open from Tuesday through Sunday, right? Well, apparently there's been a problem with the connection. Here's Mickey back.
Sorry, teacher, I don't know what
You
happened.
know, don't worry, don't worry. So apparently the place was gonna be open, but it wasn't for some reason.
Mm,
And yeah, you're right. Mondays they don't open, I don't think.
yeah. It looks interesting. I don't know about him, but it looks interesting. I would like to attendance too.
Yeah, it'd be great. It'd be great if you come. It'd be fantastic. He's a great pianist and he's a very kind person, really humble, really nice, and he's a good conversationalist too. He has good anecdotes. Yeah, he's a great guy. But let's see if there are still tickets.
Yeah, let's see it. I'm gonna search here in on internet, but if you found something, teacher, let me know.
Yeah, of course, of course. Actually, if you want a ticket, I asked a ticket. I asked the manager of Valadez, who is a friend of my girlfriend,
Mm-hmm.
to purchase some tickets for us. If you want, I can ask him to buy one more if he finds an extra ticket. But I don't know if there are still enough tickets because it's not expensive. He's a
Yeah.
very famous pianist and it's already next Wednesday. So hopefully he can find us some tickets.
Yeah, teacher, if you can ask him. Um, anyway, I'm gonna search here on internet too and see if I found more information. But yeah, if he can have tickets, let me know.
Yeah, of course, Mickey. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, let me show you an easy questionnaire,
Mm-hmm.
which is obviously is very basic. Brilliant, thank you.
Bless you.
But thank you. But let's see if we go through this test to see how you find it. It's not a test in itself for you, but it's just like a design of the test. Let's see if you find it easy. We have done some of these before, and let's try to go through this, Mickey. Please, can we?
Yes, sure.
All right. So let's read. Let's do the reading. See if you find it easy, and then we go from there.
Instructions. Carefully read the text provided in reading 1 below. After completing the reading, select the correct answer for each question, 001 to 005, and write the corresponding letter inside the parentheses.
Okay.
Reading 1. In the lively streets of Mexico City, there was a kind taxi driver named Carlos. Every day, Carlos would drive his taxi through the busy traffic with a smile on his face, always ready to help others. One rainy afternoon, as Carlos was waiting at a traffic light, he noticed an elderly woman struggling to cross the street with her umbrella nearly blown away by the wind. Without a second thought, Carlos stopped his taxi, got out, and helped the woman safely reach the other side. The grateful woman, Doña Rosa, thanked Carlos with a warm smile. She explained that she was on her way to the market but found the rain and wind too challenging to handle on her own. Carlos, being the considerate driver he was, offered to take her to the market in his taxi. During the short ride, Carlos and Doña Rosa uh, chatted about life in the city, their favorite places, and the challenges people faced, especially in bad weather. When they arrived at the market, Carlos refused to accept any payment, insisting that helping others brought him joy. News of Carlos' considerate actions spread through the neighborhood. Passengers specifically requested his taxi, knowing that a ride with Carlos meant more than just reaching their destination. It meant experiencing a little kindness along the way. Carlos continued to be a considerate driver, always ready to lend a hand to those in need. Whether it was helping someone with heavy bags, offering directions, can you scroll down a little bit, sir?
Yeah.
Thank you. Or simply sharing a friendly conversation, Carlos made a positive impact on the busy streets of Mexico City, one thoughtful gesture at a time.
Okay. Very good. Now let's go through some of the questions and let me just scroll down all the way. It is okay. I think it is interesting. Let me just go through this right here. And now I'll share back again. Okay, here. So we have a few questions, which obviously you're gonna find extremely easy, I'm sure. Like this. What did I do? All right, here. I'm driving. I'm sharing again. Here we go. All right. Window, window, window. Gosh. Okay. Is it visible now, Mickey?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So let's do the questions. Please, can you do the first one, please?
What is the name of the considered taxi driver in the story? Miguel, Javier, Carlos.
Carlos, right? Very good. Yeah, this is really easy. Let's see. Yes. Okay. Then number two, please.
What caught Carl's attention while waiting at a traffic light? A lost pet, a street performer, an elderly woman struggling to cross a parade. An elderly woman struggling to cross.
Right. Yes. Then number three.
What did Carlos do when he saw the elderly woman in need? He ignored her and continued driving, offered her his umbrella, stopped his taxi and helped her cross the street, took a photo of her struggle, stopped his taxi and helped her cross the street.
Yeah. It's quite simple, right? But well, let's see.
Mhm.
Then number four.
Where did Carlos offer to take the elderly woman in his taxi? To the airport, to the market, to a restaurant, to a park, to the market.
I'm sorry. Can you say that again, Mickey? I lost your audio.
To the market?
To the market, yes, exactly. And then number five, please.
Why did passengers specifically request Carlos' taxi? He offered the cheapest fares. First, he played lively music in his taxi. He was known for his considerate and kind actions. He had the fastest taxi in the city. He was known for his considerate and kind actions.
Yeah, exactly. Well, this is really number one. It's quite easy. Let's do the second one, please. Can we?
Mhm. Reading 2. In a small town, there lived a young man named Pablo who loved to play chess. Every day after finishing his work at the local bakery, he would head to the park with his worn out chessboard. One sunny afternoon, as Pablo set up his chess pieces on the park stone tables, he noticed an elderly man named Mr. Garcia, watching him from a nearby bench. Mr. Garcia had a twinkle in his eye, and Pablo could tell he knew a thing or two about the game. Curious, Pablo invited Mr. Garcia to join him in a game of chess. With a warm smile, Mr. Garcia agreed. As they played, he shared stories of his youth when he used to play chess with friends in the same park. Can you scroll down a bit, sir?
Yeah. Is it visible?
Mm, no, it appears that. Oh, now yes, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Um, Pablo, despite being a beginner, was eager to learn. Mr. Garcia patiently explained the rules, gave tips on the strategy, and shared the joy of the game. They played several matches, and each time, Pablo improved a little bit. As the sun set, they shook hands, and Mr. Garcia praised Pablo for his determination to learn. From that day forward, Pablo and Mr. Garcia became regular chess partners in the park. They attracted a small crowd of onlookers who enjoyed watching their friendly games. Word spread through the town about the unlikely friendship between the young chess enthusiast and the seasoned player. The park became a gathering place for people of all ages who wanted to enjoy the art of chess. Pablo's skill grew, and he began participating in local chess tournaments, proudly representing his town. Mr. Garcia, now retired, became his biggest supporter, attending every match and offering words of encouragement. The restore inspired others in the town to take up chess. Soon, the park was filled with players of different ages and skill levels, all brought together by the simple joy of the game. In the end, it wasn't just about the moves on the chessboard, but the connections forged between people from different generations. Pablo and Mr. Garcia proved that the language of chess could bring people together, creating a sense of community in their small town.
Well, it's a very simple, basic story, but kind of fun. Let's see the questions.
Mhm. What does Pablo do for a living in the story? plays chess professionally, works at a bakery, teaches chess to children, owns a chess shop, works at a bakery.
Works at a bakery. Yeah. Chess is only a hobby, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then number seven, please.
Who does Pablo meet in the park while playing chess? Mr. Garcia, a group of teenagers, a stray cat, dog, a street musician. Mr. Garcia.
Yeah. Right. And then number eight, please.
How does Mr. Garcia contribute to the story? He challenges Pablo to a chess tournament. He becomes Pablo's chess coach and mentor. He opens a chess club in the park. He sells chessboards to the townspeople. Um, he becomes Pablo's chess coach and mentor.
Yeah, exactly. Very good. And then number nine.
What impact does their friendship have on the town? People start avoiding the park. The park becomes a popular spot for chess enthusiasts. Pablo and Mr. Garcia move away. The town bans chess playing in public spaces. The park becomes a popular spot for chess enthusiasts.
Right, exactly. And then number 10.
How does the story emphasize the theme of community? Through Pablo's professional chess victories, through the onlookers who enjoy watching the games, through Mr. Garcia's retirement party, through Pablo's moves to a different town, um, through the onlookers who enjoy watching the chess game.
Exactly. Very good. All right. Now, making guacamole. This is another different set of questions in which you have correct order. So, which is the first sentence? Which is the right sequence of the sentence to make guacamole, right? So,
Mm. Making guacamole. Add
yes,
finely chopped red onion, one diced tomato, and a minced clove of garlic for flavor. Uh, Squeeze the juice of one lime into the mixture and season with salt and pepper to taste. Mix all the ingredients thoroughly and garnish with fresh cilantro. Serve the delicious guacamole with tortilla chips or as a topping for tacos and enjoy. Mash 3 ripe avocados in a bowl using a fork, leaving some chunks for texture.
so which is the right sequence? 2143, 4132, etc. Which is it? What do you think?
Mm, I think that first is match 3 ripe avocados in a bowl using a fork, leaving some chunks for texture.
This would be
Mm,
number one.
yeah, I think so.
One. So
Then,
this is one. The only possible answer can only be D, right?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, that is exactly right. That is the right answer. The number two, building a house. How do you build a house?
Building a house. Construct the frame using a combination of wood, steel, or oral building materials, outlining the basic structure of the house. Begin by laying the foundation, ensuring its levels and sturdy to support the structure. Complete the house by adding walls, roofing, windows, and doors, and finish with interior details such as flooring and paint to make it a home. Install essential systems such as plumbing, electrical wiring, and insulation to create a functional and comfortable living space. Um,
Well, which is the word that would give you like the clue where to begin? Well, the word is,
Begin.
I would say, begin, right? Exactly, begin.
Mhm.
So if begin is the first word, which sentences have the word begin in second place? I mean, in the as number one. The second place
Mm,
would be A and
construct
C,
the
right?
frame.
Yeah, but then which choices do you would you
Um,
look up? Like this
yeah.
and C, right? So it has to
Mhm.
be only one of these two. It cannot be another one because these are the ones that have the beginning second place, right? Which I mean
Yeah.
the first sentence. And then which is the last sentence in your opinion? Would it be the one that has the word complete? Or what do you think?
Mm,
Complete the house?
yeah, I think so because I think that first you need to install the systems like plumbing and all the stuff, and then you just check you finish with inter details, and yeah, I think that will be the letter A.
That we, I'm sorry, wait. Complete is the last sentence, right? In position three. Yeah. So it's A. No, I'm sorry. You're right. Yes, exactly. A is the answer, right? Perfect. Very good, Mickey. So that's that. Okay. So you more or less use the discarding sequence, right? You discard this cannot be, this cannot be, this cannot be, and that leaves you with the only right answer, correct?
Yeah.
You start discarding. Okay, let's do number 13, please.
Mhm.
How do you make a table?
Making a table. Uh, cut the wood pieces according to the measurements using a saw, ensuring smooth and even edges. Sand the entire table to create a smooth surface and finish by staining or painting the wood to achieve the desired color and style. Assemble the table by attaching the cut pieces together using screws or wood glue, forming the tabletop and legs. Select a sturdy wood such as oak or pine and measure and mark the desired dimensions for the tabletop. Okay.
So, which is the first one that you think, oh, this should be the first one?
I think the first one is select the wood.
Select select a sturdy wood.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have this is number one. Okay, and these can only be then A, B, or D, right? So we
Yeah.
discard C.
Can you scroll down a little bit? Just I couldn't see
Absolutely.
the
Yeah,
option.
absolutely. Yeah.
I think. Yeah. Mhm. So then I think that send the turntable to create smooth trace and the template. Cut the wood pieces.
Cut the wood, right. So that would be number two. This would be number two. And that is only then, which can then be the answer?
For
That's only letter B, right?
yeah.
Assemble and sand the entire table. All right.
Mhm.
So that's the only possible answer. And
Yeah.
that way you go like kind of fast. Well, is of course sometimes you don't have to go fast, but you have to be precise. But sometimes when you are with a timer, sometimes you want to like save time, and so you say, well, you eliminate options, impossible options, and you say this cannot be, this cannot be. The only right answer can be B, right? Because of what you
Yeah.
said. Very good, Mickey. Now, how do you get to know Guanajuato? Well, here is a roadmap.
Okay. Get to know Guanajuato. Wander through the iconic Callejón del Beso, a narrow alleyway with balconies so close that legend has it couples can share a kiss from opposite sides. Start your journey in Guanajuato by exploring the historic heart of the city, the captivating Jardín de la Unión, surrounded by lively cafes and colorful buildings. Conclude your visit with a panoramic view of Guanajuato from the famous El Pipila monument, offering a breathtaking vista of the city's colonial architecture and picturesque, or how do you say it?
Picturesque
Mm,
landscapes.
picturesque landscape. Immerse yourself in the city's rich cultural heritage by visiting
Visiting.
visiting the Alhóndiga of the Granaditas, A historic granary turned amusement that played a significant role in Mexico's fight for independence.
Exactly, very well. So once again, which are the key words? Maybe
Start.
start, exactly. And which is the other word?
Mm, well, conclude will be the,
Conclude. The
the
final
last
word,
word.
right? Exactly.
Yeah.
That'd be the final word. So that would more or less give you the answers. Only that we have two choices, A and B, right? That have
Hmm.
positions one and four in the middle.
Can you scroll
So
down a little bit, teacher?
absolutely yes.
Thank you. Mm, probably.
What do you do
Mm,
first? You immerse yourself in the cities or you wander through the iconic places?
but I think that the only option where the first one is two and the yeah, and the third one is the final is the letter A, right?
We have letter B, A and B. You have one and four here in positions of the center positions, one and four, right? Here.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, let's see, I'm going to put them in green. One and four are A and B.
Yeah, but in the first in two we have the letter yeah the word start.
We have what?
Start in the so will be two, right?
In the second position would
Mm.
be the first sentence. I mean, this would be
Yeah.
number one,
Hmm.
and this would be number four.
Yeah.
And A and B comply with that rule. A and B are one and four. So we need
Yes.
to decide if the first one is three or I mean, the first one is two or is three, which goes before wander through the iconic or immerse yourself.
Wander through the iconic.
You wander first, or because I was thinking that first you immerse in the city, and then what do you do first? You wander through the iconic Callejón del Beso, or you immerse yourself in the Alhóndiga de Granaditas, in the
Mm.
city's rich cultural
Oh yeah, that's
heritage.
true. Probably first you immerse yourself in the
Immerse yourself, right? Yeah.
yeah
So that'd be two, and this would be three, correct?
yeah.
Once you are immersed, so that would correspond to which answer, Mickey?
Mm, two.
3142
Yeah.
B, right?
Hmm.
You agree? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because sometimes you say, well, once you are immersed, you can wander, right? You can wander, but first you need to immerse yourself in the city, and only then you do the other things. Okay, now let's see about Hurricane Tlaloc, please.
Yeah, Hurricane Tlaloc. In the aftermath, the survivors of Hurricane Tlaloc faced the daunting challenge of rebuilding their shattered community, with the echoes of the storm haunting the collective memory of Saxon for years to come. Relentless rainfall accompanied by storm surges submerged Saxon streets, transforming the once charming town into a nightmarish landscape of waterlogged ruins. The tempest unleashed its fury upon Saxon, tearing through the town with relentless force, up- up- uprooting trees and demolishing homes in a chaotic dance of destruction. As Hurricane Tlaloc approached the coastal town of Saxon, its monstrous winds roared like a vengeful deity, shaking the foundations of every structure in its path.
Okay, very good. So which do you think is the first sentence?
Mm, Well, I think that the last is the first one.
Number one, exactly, exactly, exactly. Yeah, because first of all, it approaches the coast, right?
Mm,
Okay. Then which do you think is the last one? Because there is a phrase that shows you that that's the last one.
in the aftermath.
Exactly, exactly. That is in the aftermath. That is number four. So we have how many options meet this criteria? There is only one actually. No, no, no. Wait, there are two options, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which are they?
Letter C and D.
C and D. Exactly. So now we have to decide if it is 3-2 or 2-3. Which goes before? Relentless rainfall or the tempest unleashed?
Relentless rainfall.
Yeah, exactly. I think that first the rain starts and then you see the tempest did this or did that. So this is number two and this is number three, right?
Yeah.
Very good, Miki. So which is the right answer then?
Mm-hmm. The letter. Um,
4231.
43. 43
Four
1.
two three 4231, right? So it's letter D. Let me
Yeah.
put this in black color. So that's the one in red, correct? Very
Yeah.
good. Excellent, Mickey. Thank you very much. Now, this is very interesting exercise because then you have to put them in the correct order. And there are six words, and it's. I think I find this exercise quite interesting. It says, "Can you read instructions, Mickey, please, for questions?"
For questions, 016 to 020, number the words, perform a logical sequence, and create a sentence.
Okay.
Mm, I understand. Uh, sunset,
Yeah, the first one is sunset. This is number one. One
Bame's warmth with the sky,
paints the sky. Paints
with warmth,
the sky exactly
with
with
warmth.
warmth. Very good. Exactly. So, which is the right answer then?
Letter B.
Let it be perfect. Not difficult, right?
Nope.
Okay, very good. Now let's do 17, Mickey, please.
She doesn't like coffee at all.
Excellent, perfect. That is right. And that corresponds to which?
Letter C.
Letter C, perfect. Oh, this is really not complicated for you, Mickey. Perfect. Then number 18.
He can't resist her infectious laughter.
Laughter, exactly. Perfect.
Laughter.
And that be 18, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the letter
No.
D.
Letter D.
Yeah, very good.
Uh, yeah.
And then the next one,
Quit. Mm, she.
she, well, the The first letter should be with because
Um,
it
the
begins
letter?
with a capital letter, right?
Yeah.
So this must be one. So it should be A, B, or C, right? So you discard D. I think D cannot be, right? D cannot be the answer. So you discard this.
With
Then
with beauty strokes.
beauty strokes, but then strokes is correct. Strokes is right because you paint with strokes, right? But then
Mhm.
the thing is that you need to know the meaning of deft. Deft is accurate, precise,
Mm.
smart. So with smart strokes, what
With
did
depth
she do?
strokes.
Yeah, exactly. With deft strokes, she
She she painted beauty.
exactly with deft strokes she painted beauty. And what is that then?
Mm, with that
With deft strokes, she painted beauty. That must be what?
letter A.
Letter letter A. Perfect. Yeah, exactly. Deft strokes. Sometimes the meaning of a word is hidden and we don't know it precisely. So you go from with the rest, right? She
Yeah.
painted. What can she paint? She can only paint beauty, right?
Hmm.
She and with strokes, but the strokes must have an adjective sometimes, right? Okay. Okay, this is very interesting. Let's see. Okay, let me go here. Can you read the instructions, Mickey, please?
Yes, sure. Instructions for questions 021 to 025. Choose the word that directly answers the question. Write the correct letter in the parentheses.
Okay.
Which word doesn't correspond with the following definitions? Refers to a behavior or attitude characterized by an exaggerated sense of one's own importance, superiority, or abilities.
So the word that this paragraph defines should not be
Mhm. Correspond.
should not correspond, right? Uh,
Humbleness.
Humbleness, exactly, exactly. Because disdain, conceit, and presumption is exactly those sentences exactly correspond to the definition, right? So a person
Yeah.
who shows or exaggerates his own importance is disdainful or conceited or presumptuous. But the opposite would be humbleness. So it's a word of saying the opposite, right? Very good, Mickey. So this is correct then. And then number 22, please.
Choose the word that best completes the blank of the following sentence. Mm, Deceptive.
Deceptive, exactly.
Deceptive.
Deceptive. Very good. Yeah, because the rest are ethical people, honorable, principled, or upright. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How would you define uh, the definition, which is true, if it was true? Because here it says that is not characterized. If we remove the word is not and we remove it, how would you how would you read the sentence with any of A, C, or D, please? I removed the word not. I removed
Mm-hmm.
it.
Um,
So
for example, an honorable person
yes, is characterized.
is characterized by a strong adherence to moral principles, integrity, and a sense of responsibility.
Exactly, exactly. But because I'm using not, so it's just the opposite, right? Has to be
Yeah.
deceptive. But then you have to have an idea of the four words plus make the logical connection. Very good, Mickey. Thank you. Here, A is often characterized
Is often characterized by a lack of experience, wisdom, or sophistication, leading to a trusting and innocent outlook on the world. Mm, Naive.
Naive, exactly. That's
Naive.
yeah, very good, Mickey. Very good. Yeah, because the opposite is astute, shrewd, or deft. Deft is smart, astute, astuto, shrewd, like astute, similar to astute, actually. A and B are very similar. Excellent, Mickey. Thank you very much. Let's do 24, please, and then we finish in 25. 24,
Uh,
please.
which are characteristics that an apple doesn't have?
Okay, well,
Nutrient
here, sure.
rich, sweet flavor, thorns and thick skin, variety of colors, thorns and thick skin.
Yeah, an apple doesn't have thorns.
Mhm.
What does a what plant does have thorns? A rose?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And what fruit has thick skin?
Mm,
Maybe the
could
watermelon,
be watermelon or what else could be?
even the apple, the orange is more or less thick, right?
And pineapple?
A pineapple, exactly. A pineapple, exactly. Very good. So an apple doesn't have thick skin. So this is the right answer. Excellent, Mickey. Thank you. And let's do the last one. What is not a machine?
A creation, a useful device, an emotion, a development. An emotion?
Yeah, a machine is not an emotion, right? Okay, well, very good, Mickey. Thank you very much. Well, there are many other questions here, but we will not do them. Just wanted to check this. Thank you very much, Mickey, for
Yes,
working on
sure,
this.
thank you.
Yeah, now let's some of these questions refer to processes and some others refer to opposites and synonyms and what is not. So the question what is not is interesting because then you have to make an abstraction of the characteristics and the negative characteristics. I mean, what is deficient, what is not in an object. For example, if I ask you, what is not a person? What is not a person, Mickey? We know what a person is, but what is not a person?
Mm, a machine? Well,
A person is not a machine. Okay, exactly. So a machine does not does not possess human characteristics or qualities, right? What is not a fruit?
mm, a fruit is not a. Mm, I think that I don't correctly understand the question because, well, a fruit, for example, a fruit is not on a laptop or what else, or an animal.
A fruit is not an animal. Exactly right. Yeah. In an inorganic object, right?
Yeah.
Because normally fruits and vegetables are organic objects.
Yeah, that's true.
Very good. Now, what is not, let me show this here. Transaction, a business transaction. What is not a business transaction? What is not a business transaction?
Mm, a transaction is not a, well, could be sounds foolish, but a cell phone is not a business transaction.
A cell phone. Okay, a cell phone is not a business transaction. For example, what about donation. Maybe is or maybe not. Do you think this fits?
Mm,
What can it be?
could be.
A donation, a business transaction? Well, you gain something, right? What is the definition of a business transaction?
A
What is
business
the definition?
transaction.
What is
Mm, is a transaction where money is involved.
where money is involved, right? Okay. In exchange of something, normally a service or a
Credit,
good, right? Physical product
product
or
service.
tangible item.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
So there is money involved and there is a service or there is a good, a physical good
In exchange. Yeah.
in an exchange, right? More or less of similar value, right? That has a
Hmm.
value.
Yeah.
So what is not that? Well, what is not a business transaction? Somewhere for
Mm,
which you don't receive money. For example, an act of assistance. When you help a friend or a family member do something, that is not a business transaction, right? Or helping others. I don't know if you agree
could
with this.
be. Yeah. Uh, charity.
Charity. Yeah, exactly. That is not a business transaction. That is something generous. Um, Charity, right. Very good, Mickey. Thank you very much. Well, asking what is not is one type of logical question. There is other type of more complex logical questions which involve specific places or specific times or specific circumstances. For example, if I ask you when or where you don't do something, for example, where we normally don't talk in loud voice. Where are we that we normally don't talk in loud voice? I mean, you can talk in loud voice at school, in the garden, in the parking yard, but there is a
At the
place that,
library.
okay, in the library, exactly. Library, another place where we don't talk in loud voice, begins with
Mm,
CH.
church.
Church, exactly. Very good. When you go to a musical what? Or piano
Mm, piano concert or
concert, exactly.
an opera.
An opera, exactly. Opera, right. Very good. So we are in the stage of making the exceptions. Only under certain circumstances we don't talk in loud voice, right?
Yeah.
And let me ask you another one. In what situations you don't sell in Mexican pesos? So this is an exception, right? You normally sell in Mexican pesos, but there will be a couple of situations in which you don't sell in Mexican pesos. What circumstances would they be?
Mm, it could be when you sell mm, to a foreigner. How do you say?
Foreigner, right? Exactly.
Foreigner.
Perfect. That's exactly right. When you sell to a foreigner,
Mm, when you mm,
let's say that the buyer tells you, Mickey, can I pay you with another thing, maybe with a car or with a bicycle or with an object? So it's not an economic transaction, but you barter, right? You
yeah.
give an object and you receive an object. Yeah. When
When you barter.
barter or receive another object in exchange, right? In that case, you don't sell in Mexican pesos, or
Yeah, that's true.
you don't receive money, you receive an object, right? So these are questions. Other question, for example, when can you touch the ball with the hands in soccer, football?
When you are the goalkeeper.
Exactly, exactly. That's exactly right. Right. When you are the goalkeeper. So you can always ask, you can often ask questions that have exceptions like this one. Let's now produce some questions. Let's now ask a couple of questions like this, Mickey, please.
Mm, what could be? Where can't
Or can't.
where can't where can't you use a drone? Could be.
A drone. Oh, that's a good question. Let me think. Let me think about this. Where can't you use a drone? Maybe. Well, I would think that in a naval base. You mean a private drone or
Yeah,
a
the private drone.
private drone? Well, private drone. I would say in a naval base or military base because then they would think that you are spying or something
Yeah.
in a naval base. Where else?
Near from the airports.
Oh, is that true? Yeah, that's true. Near the airport. It's forbidden, right?
Yeah,
Near the
and
airport.
it is forbidden in specifically resident zones.
Is that true?
Yeah, normally in the app of the drone, it appears like a map, and there are like circles, and it appears the available zones and the zones that are not available. But yeah, some zones are residential zones because people think that you are spying them or something like that.
Oh, I didn't know there was a regulation about that. That's really interesting.
Yeah.
Truly, truly interesting. What do you think of that, Mickey?
Mm, uh, I think that it's okay because yeah, there's people who use drones for spy people. So I think that it's a good regulation. And apart of that, I think that the drone doesn't have to overpass the weight of 250 grams. If the drone overpass that weight, you cannot use in more specific zones because normally the drones that are bigger are normally used for spy people or for other reasons. You can
Oh,
use it
really?
only for landscapes or using yeah to film something of nature, of the beach, and depending because if there is a hotel zone, probably there are like specific zones where you cannot use it too.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, that's very, very interesting. Talking about zones a little bit, remember that we had an idea once. I mean, not that we needed to do that or that we had a plan to do it ourselves, but somebody could use drones to do surveillance of the streets, something
Yeah.
kind of like to assist the police
Hmm.
or to use them privately, right?
Yeah.
What do you think of this idea, Mickey?
I think that it's a good idea, but like everything, I think that obviously it must be regulated because people could uh, activities of the police, and it's a normal person that is just using for his or her own interest.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Could you probably inform the inhabitants of the cluster, like to pass information? Let's say that it's a service, but it's a service, a private service, right? Like you want to make sure that such and such colonies are safe. Let's say that
Mhm.
there are two colonies that are normally under severe problems or from theft or vandalism, etc. Right? So a street that is normally vandalized is now uh, surveilled by the drone every, I don't know, every 30 minutes. Or how often do you want to patrol the streets, Mickey? 10 minutes every, or how often are the flights by the drone? 5 minutes,
Hmm. Every
10
10
minutes,
or 15 minutes. Yeah.
or 15 minutes? The drone flies, overflies, overflies the streets and maybe takes pictures and shares them with the uh, tenants of the houses or
Yeah.
the inhabitants
Hmm.
of the street or the house. And maybe if there was a fee, how what would the fee be if you wanted to make this like a small business or a service for everyone? Because the drones can take pictures, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
Or maybe videos. I don't know if they can take videos too.
Hmm. Yeah. They can. Probably it wouldn't be so cheap because maintain a drone it's a little bit expensive. So probably 800 or until 1,000 per month.
Per month, per month. And okay, and how many people do you think a person would need to make it sustainable? I mean, so that it gives you some profit and pay for the maintenance of the drone.
I think that at least 20 people.
20 people, right? 20 people needed.
Yeah,
Need
because with that
yes.
money you can maintain the drone and probably save money for buy another.
Okay. Need to hire the service. Okay, with 20 people, so you would sell a package of 20 people, and you would, or I mean, the person with the drone would provide the service, and the service, let's say, would include service. What would the service include, Mickey? I mean, just playing, right? We're not serious about this. We're just chatting. Videos. How many videos? One video, two videos per day. From what time to what time?
Probably videos every day. Hmm, pictures about uh, 15 minutes.
And 15-minute pictures, pictures, and pictures for
Every okay.
minutes. From what time to what time, more or less,
From
or between 1 and 2 a.m., or between 12 and 1.
yeah, probably the more in the night.
Okay, or between 9 and 10. In this case, maybe the guy with this idea would need information from maybe from the police to know what time are the thefts or the crimes happen more often, right? At what time do they happen more often? They could tell you, well, most of the crimes are committed between 9 and 10 p.m. or between 10 and 11 p.m. You would need the time, obviously, at the time when there is the most crime, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
Hmm.
Okay, well, this is just an idea. Okay, just not to. We don't want to get too excited about this idea, although maybe a good idea. I mean, 20,000 per month with 20 people, right? But of course, you need to take some precautions because you want to make sure that you are protected, that the drone is protected, that some of the clients don't um, give word of who is the owner of the drone. So you need to like to maintain privacy at all costs, right?
Yeah, I think that is the most important.
Yeah, exactly, because that is going to screw the criminals and thieves. So if they find out that there is a drone spying them, they may get upset and try to take revenge or retaliate. Right?
Yeah, everything must be private and in anonymous way.
Anonymous, yeah, exactly, absolutely. Very nice, Mickey. Well, I think we have one pending class for
Yeah.
this week.
Uh,
So let's see.
I don't know if you can tomorrow or on Wednesday and our normal class on Friday, and we
Yeah,
complete
that might be the
this.
best. Tomorrow I need to go to
Aguascalientes
Aguascalientes. Yeah, but maybe maybe Wednesday
on
or
Wednesday.
Thursday, Mickey. Right?
I think that would be better for me if it's best for me if it's on Wednesday.
On Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So let's schedule it for Wednesday. Only if there is something that comes up my way or your way. Anyways, we let us know, right? But
Yes, teacher.
otherwise,
We see you in
it's more
touch.
or less like an appointment for Wednesday, 8:30, Mickey.
8:30. Yeah, teacher.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Take care, Mickey. Have a wonderful week.
Take
Enjoy.
care. You too, teacher. Thank you for
All
your
right.
time.
Thank you. Take care. Goodbye, Mickey.
Goodbye.